program Inside Abuja. I am Ikaro at A. The program Inside Abuja is designed to showcase the activities of the Federal Capital Territory Administration and what they are doing to make Abuja a livable city. On today's episode of the program, we will be looking at two issues that played out during the course of the week. One is the visit to Kwali Aerial Council, particularly the palace of the ASU Kwali, by the FCT Committee on Peaceful Coexistence between herders and farmers. The second one is the inauguration of the governing board of the FCT Water Board. The board's chairman, as we know, is the former chairman of the FCT Water Board, Engineer Kasim Ali. We'll take a break. When we return from the break, it will be time to go full blast on Inside Abuja. Welcome back. Herders-farmers clash is one problem that is heavily bedeviling the nation. Around the Federal Capital Territory, states bordering the FCT, they are all having their fair share of the farmers-herders clash. Kogi State, Nasarawa State, Kaduna State, to mention but a few, are all feeling the heat, are all actually experiencing the loss of life and properties every day to this conflict that many believe is avoidable. In the FCT, the minister, Malam Mohammed Musa Bello, sets up a committee headed by the Secretary for Social Development Secretariat, Mr. Oladimeji Ali Hassan, in conjunction with the National Orientation Agency, NOAA, as well as the National Troop, to go around the 6 area council and actually bring together farmers and herders to interface on peaceful coexistence. Mr. Oladimeji Hassan and his team went to Kwali Area Council, where they were received at the palace of the ASU Kwali. At the palace, both herders and farmers came together to discuss ways of mutual coexistence. Before it actually commenced, Mr. Oladimeji Ali Hassan addressed them on the purpose of the visit.
We are lucky here in the Federal Capital Territory that this crisis has not gotten here, and by the grace of God, it will not get here. This has been happening because Your Royal Majesty, with your chiefs, have been up and doing. You have not allowed anything to happen which is adverse. You have been very steadfast, you have been very proactive. We commend you, and the Honorable Minister has asked us to commend you. But we don't want to take this for granted, because we know our people, we are very, very sensitive to religion, we are very sensitive to ethnicity, and sometimes we are very trivial. And that is why we need to nip it on the bud. We need to stand up. We need to tell ourselves that over the years, we have been living together, we have been living in peace, we have intermarried. Sometimes we don't even know whether we are Nupi, whether we are Fulani, whether we are Kanuri or whatever. But sometimes some mischievous element within us, you want to take some little advantage to cause problem. So because of this, the Honorable Minister has asked us to come around, to meet with you, to meet with your chiefs, to meet with the local herdsmen, to dialogue with you, and to speak our minds, and also to rub minds with you, so that we will not have crisis in FCT. By the grace of God, we will not have crisis in FCT. So the message we have brought about here is the message of peace. We have been living in peace. We want this peace to continue. We want our farmers to live happily. We want them to be happy. We want our local herdsmen to be happy. We want everybody to be happy. The president himself is preaching peace. He has asked the minister to also preach peace. This is center of power. This is center of unity. FCT is the center of unity, the center of power in Nigeria. And if anything happens to FCT, that means the whole of Nigeria is affected. We pray nothing negative will happen to FCT. So that is why we are here, Your Majesty, for you to drum it in our ears once more. Even though you have been doing it, we want you to do it in our presence again. We want the herdsmen to also come and talk to us. We want the farmers to talk to us. We want all of us to talk. And this, our tour, is all over FCT. We are going from one area council to the other. And we'll have a grand finale on the 4th of April, inshallah, at the old parade grounds, where everybody will assemble once more. The whole of FCT will assemble, the old farmers there, the whole herdsmen, the traditional rulers, all the chiefs, and the Honorable Minister will address all of us on the need to continue to live in peace and harmony. So that's why we are here this afternoon, Your Majesty, so that we can also rub our minds again. We also remind ourselves that we have been living in peace and harmony over the years. And this peace must continue.
Speaking, the Esu Kwali, Alhaji Hassan Bizazo thanked the FCT minister. And he was very clear when he spoke on both Hausa language as well as English language, telling his subject that the intervention of the FCT minister is key to peaceful coexistence of all living in the FCT as a city for all.
Su kuma manoma lalle ana neman ku faɗi abin da ke damunku da makiyaya a zamanku na cuɗanyawa da Fulani ko a gona ko a wasu wurare daban. This committee that was set up by the Honorable Minister, I think it came at the right time, because usually when we have problems with the cattle rearers, is between April and November. In fact, even up to December when the crops have been harvested. And I think by setting up this committee, the minister has done very well. We appreciate the minister because since he came, very proactive actions have been taken right from the time he appointed the mandate secretaries. This is my first time of seeing the mandate secretary, but other secretaries have seen how proactive they are, how serious they are, how innovative and how resolute they are to ensure quality administration in the FCT. By your coming, this is an extension of what the other mandate secretaries have been doing. And I want to congratulate you for the minister having seen you to be the chairman of this committee. Others who are on the committees, I know one or two of them, and they have been very serious people, and I think this committee is going to produce a quality report to the Honorable Minister for onward actions. We want the farmers and the cattle rearers, or the Fulanis, as we may call them, to say their minds, to give us solutions to some of the problems that are there, for the committee to collect and gather for onward transmission to the Honorable Minister. We in the Kwali Area Council, we are the most peaceful area council in the FCT. and there is no doubt about that. And what we do is to remind our chairmen and councillors that they cannot do anything without peace. And therefore, they must give us that mandate to continue to preach peace within the area council. And all the traditional rulers, whether graded or not graded, have been doing that in their domains. And we want to reassure the minister through this committee that Kwali Area Council will always remain peaceful.
Some headers and farmers who bear their mind during the visit were very happy to receive Mr. Oladumeji Hassan and his team. They spoke on how peace can be achieved. They spoke in our language.
Nan da muke zama a ƙasar FCT Kwali FCT Abuja, Gwarawa ne suke da ƙasa, kuma iyayenmu na aka haife su Gwarawa, kamar da muke ji tarihi ba su da fitina, sai dai idan ka taɓo su sai ka ƙure su, ba su da fitina. Amma ire-iren jamani yanzu da ƴaƴanmu da kuma ƴaƴansu da suke noma, baƙi su zo su ba su filin noma, muddin kuma filanin da muke ƙasa ƴan ƙasa da waɗansu baƙi da suke shigo mu akwai mara hankali. Na farko abubuwan da ke kawo tawaye a kai abubuwa guda hudu ne, wanda Bafulatani baya so wannan idan kai mishi dole zai tada hankali. Na farko ya sauka gidansa ne kusa da nake aje shanu kai noman wurin inda yake aje shanu, ɗaya kenan. Na biyu ka tare labuli inda sani ke bi yakan kawo tawaye. Na uku inda sanu suke shan ruwa a zai a tare wannan wurin hudu. Na biyar sai a je a yi feshin magani a dawo wajen ciyawa inda dabo suke shi a watsa wannan abu shanun su mutu. To Bafulatani ya ga wannan hankali shi zai tashi.
Gaskiya duk fitinan nan da kuke gani abin da ke kawo shi rashin daji da Bafulatani gona ke kore shi. In gona ya zo a gona Bafulatani sai ya shiga daji, yanzu ba daji. In kuma akwai Bafulatani da zai ce mana akwai daji yanzu babu, ba labi, ba abin nan na shanu. To ya manoman masu ma wani yana noma gobe sai a zo a ce gonansa ba nashi bane.
Samu matsala da su Fulani. Zo manaja da Chairman Area Council shi suka kawo muna matsala. Sun sai da kasa mu duka ba mu da wajen noma. Fulani kuma suna kiwo a cikin gona. Dalilin matsala mu kenan. An kai magana wai Fulani fita gonan ka sai sare ka. Fada ya tashi. Don in kun inda za ku bi daji na za ku gani yanda an yi da mu manoma. An sai da gona mu duka. Fulani kuma suna daji ne, ba su da wajen kiwo, wajen da ya rage muna noma suna cikin gona ne suna kiwo. Kuma kun ce kuna neman zaman lafiya, ya ne za mu samu zaman lafiya. Yanzu da muna nan haka, Fulani da suna shigo nan, kowane gari ya waye da tilala suna shigo nan. Wuri ya riga ya matu, amma ga baki Fulani suna shigo. Kaga manoma ma mun mutu.
So akasari abubuwan da yake faruwa shine iyayenmu Fulani kasancewar yanayin yadda ake gabatar da kiwo a yanzu ba kamar da ba. Za ka samu da yayinmu ko iyayenmu ma da kansu suke bin shanu. Amma akasari da aka samu na ci gaba, wasu yawanci akan sa yaran a makarantu manya, wasu kuma sun koyi kasuwanci a dogara da wannan kiwo din ba. Sai a samu ƙananan yara a bar musu shanun su wuce da su. So sannan wannan abubuwa na farko kenan. Na biyu, idan an samu barna da musamman za a ga mutum ya je da kansa ya sami anguwa ko sarki da kanshi ko kuma wannan mai gona din zai same shi ce tufa yaro na ya dawo ya ce yayi barna kuma dabbobin da na tura sun shiga gonar ka sun yi barna. So amma yanzu ba haka bane.
A beautiful dance drama was also put up to actually drive in the message of peace for the farming communities as well as the headers that they should try to live together.
ba fishika ile fishika yunufa ba gi yan ji ba ni bo ya so akuri e ba nya.
Away from the advocacy visit on peaceful coexistence for farmers and herders, the FCT minister some weeks ago inaugurated the governing board of Department and Secretariat of the Federal Capital Territory Administration. That day, the governing board of the FCT Water Board was, however, not inaugurated. But this time, the permanent secretary in the Federal Capital Territory Administration, Mr. Christian Oha, actually inaugurated the board when he stood in for the minister. For the permanent secretary, the board should hit the ground running.
You may wish to recall that the Honorable Minister recently inaugurated over 12 boards of FCT administration, which were among the various boards of federal agencies and parastatals recently considered by His Excellency President Muhammad Buhari. We were not able to carry out the inauguration of the board of FCT Water Board then because of circumstances beyond our control. I am therefore very happy that those issues have been cleared, paving the way for the formal coming on stream of the board of the FCT Water Board today. As we all are aware, the inauguration of the board of FCT agencies were necessitated by the imperative of sustaining the momentum of service delivery and enhancing the dividends of change. We also hope it will consolidate the foundations of good corporate governance and productivity in these organizations, which anticipated multiplier effects in the FCT economy. What, as we all know, is life, is also a fundamental requirement for human survival, food, good health and sanitation in any society. As members of the FCT Water Board, therefore, a big responsibility has been placed on you all. On the strength of the foregoing, I therefore congratulate the various board members of FCT Water Board for their appointments and welcome them to the stable of FCT administration. You have been carefully chosen with due attention to your pedigree. We hope you will add value to the milestone which the administration has achieved in this direction. It is our hope that you will bring your vast public service, corporate, and or business experiences to bear in the performance of your new assignments. I consequently urge you to acquit yourself with the laws and instruments governing the FCT Water Board in order to ensure compliance with the extant rules. You must take to heart the commitment of this administration to good governance, accountability, and across-board improvement in service delivery. As you are aware, it is no longer business as usual. Those days are gone when FCT agencies rely solely on budgetary allocation to carry out its activities. With the reduction in the volume of federal allocation coming to FCT as the threshold of democratic dispensation, FCT administration has had no other alternative but to look inwards for funds for developmental projects. Our expectation from agencies is that you should have sound internal dynamics, be productive, people-oriented, and financially self-sustaining. So much confidence has therefore been reposed in you, you must consequently hit the ground running. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, It is my pleasure to formally, on behalf of the Honorable Minister, inaugurate the newly reconstituted board of FCT Water Board to the glory of Almighty God, the service of humanity, and FCT residents. Congratulations once more.
I have the honor and privilege to present members of the management board of the FCT Water Board as follows. The chairman is Engineer Kazim Ali. The representative of the Nigerian Society of Engineers in the person of Engineer Zachary Momo is also a member of the board. We have Mr. Husseini Loko representing the Urban and Regional Planning Department of the FCT. He's also a member of the board. We have the representative of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, also a member of the board. On the board also is a representative of the Consumers Protection Council. Then we have Mr. Nauchi A.E., the General Manager of the board, as the Secretary of the board. Altogether, we have 7 members of the Management Board of FCT Water Board.
The Permanent Secretary's speech was read by the Chief of Staff to the FCT Minister Alhaji May Boronu. And in that speech, the PAMSEC was very explicit, saying that those appointed into the board should see it as an avenue to serve the nation.
It will be recalled that the management boards of some FCT parastatals and agencies were recently inaugurated by the Honorable Minister of FCT, Malam Muhammad Musa Bello, to stimulate and galvanize activities in these agencies for optimal performance and improved service delivery. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today's inauguration underscores the premium placed by this administration on the provision of quality water supply to the teeming residents of the Federal Capital Territory. The various ongoing water-related projects embarked upon by this administration, particularly the Greater Abuja Water Supply Project, bear eloquent testimony to this assertion. The coming on board of the Management Board is therefore a significant value addition that will assist in setting out broad policy guidelines, key performance indicators, professional advice, and the required support for improved performance by the FCT Water Board to meet the yearnings and expectations of the residents, as well as generate adequate revenue from the services rendered. It is gratifying to note that some of the board members possess institutional knowledge about the operations of the FCT Water Board, particularly the chairman, who once served as a director of the agency. It is our strong conviction, therefore, that this board will guide and support the management team of the FCT Water Board by setting attainable goals and globally acceptable standards to ensure the provision of quality water supply to all nooks and crannies of the Federal Capital Territory.
The chairman of the governing board of the FCT Water Board, who was also a one-time director of the FCT Water Board and a prominent engineer within and outside the city, Engineer Kazim Ali, spoke on behalf of the board. He was very grateful that he had been given the chance to serve and promised that he will serve for the good of all residents of the FCT.
I'm happy to have the opportunity to give this word of thanks on behalf of my colleagues. Ours is a small board, about 7 of them, and each one is coming with some capital. So one thing I can assure the FCT administration is that we will bring credit to the organization. There will be a lot of value addition, and we do nothing that will infringe the act setting up the board. We play our role as defined by the law. and to see how the FCT Water Board can compare with water boards that is supposed to compare with. That I can assure you of. So, but again, we will need your support, as you well know, because there are so many issues that will need your intervention, I'm sure. Issues bordering on policies and conflicts when maybe policies of the policies derived from the Act clash with global policies of the administration. We will still need your intervention. I want to assure you that on our part, we will go out to cooperate with you. We seek your cooperation so that we can take the water board to the level it's supposed to. On behalf of my colleagues, I thank you for having the confidence in us, and they will not betray that confidence. Thank you very much.
One would only hope for a mutual working relationship between the director of the FCT Water Board and the governing board of the board. That's how far we can go on this week's edition of the program Inside Abuja. Until we come your way, same time, same station next week, let's be good citizens of Abuja and let's keep our environment clean. I'm Ikarwata saying goodbye for now.